Hi, welcome to my video about anxiety. Yeah, I'm trying not to be anxious at all while filming this. But like I feel like I have like a ridiculous amount. And I don't know, I just feel like talking about it. Maybe you have the same type of anxiety. Maybe yours isn't that bad. Maybe yours is like mine. Maybe I'm overreacting. There goes my anxiety. I don't know. Maybe you need to hear this and accept the fact that you have it, or stop acting like you have it because it ain't as serious as you think. It's a lot. So I'm gonna just start out with mine. I'm gonna just talk about mine. I'm not gonna talk about nobody else's. I don't know why I said start out. I have an annoying type of anxiety. Like, my anxiety makes me not do things, makes me not say things. I work at a coffee shop and I refuse to go work at another store. Well, we can't even do that now because of COVID, but back in the day you could go pick up shifts. That's sad to say, back in the day. Anyways, if you want extra hours, you could go pick up shifts and go to a different store, but that would mean that you don't know nobody. You going into a whole, I mean, most times like you might know someone just because, but me, I've never worked with anyone. I've never gone to a different store to work. So I don't know nobody, and I'm not trying to go nowhere where I don't know nobody, because then I'm just like, they're judging me how I do this. They're secretly laughing at me. They're secretly talking about me, which they probably are, and I shouldn't care, because when new people come to our store, we're like, you see how they did that? That's not how we do that. But I don't want that to happen to me, you know? My anxiety is driven off of sensitivity. Your girl is so sensitive. She just, ooh. And I be trying not to be, you know? Like, if you say something that offends me, I ain't gonna tell you offended me. It's just gonna be sitting there and I'm gonna be thinking about it, and then I'm gonna think that you thinking that thing, that whatever you insulted me with or whatever you offended me with, I'm gonna be thinking that you thinking that all the time when you're around me. And I'm gonna just try to be like a little cockroach and act like I'm not seen. You know, I'm just gonna be over there on the wall somewhere so you don't see me, because that's just how I roll. My anxiety, like I said, it makes me not do a lot of things. And even just hanging out with people, for example, if I were to hang out with someone that I've talked to every now and then, but I've never hung out with that person, you know, like a kind of friend. Let's say I'm gonna go hang out with someone that I talk to every now and then, and we finally decide to go hang out, but she also wants to bring like 2 of her friends, and I'm just like, so I barely know you. Now I gotta interact with these 2 people. I have no idea who they are. Like, I just can't do it. Like, my anxiety is like, my whatever in me is like, I don't want anyone, I don't, there's too many new people, I can't do it. Like, I be sitting here watching Atlanta Housewives, I'm like, how you gonna be one new person in front of these 8 women that we watch on TV and we know they get hyped for no reason? Shady as hell. You know, if it was just me, the girl I barely knew, and then her friend, it wouldn't be that bad. But another thing my anxiety causes me to do is overthink. And when I overthink, I regret things that I do. Little tiny little things. Oh, I shouldn't have joked like that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did this weird facial expression, or I shouldn't have did this weird body movement. It's like, dang, now they think I'm really weird because I did that. Now I feel awkward and I would like to stay in the back for like however long, because that was embarrassing. But I bet you whatever I did, ain't nobody even thinking about it. I know there was just one time at work, I remember the whole scene. What did I do? I was like, the only reason I'm bringing this back is because this and that. And homegirl was like, girl, I ain't even ask you that. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, I know, you know, right then it was funny. It was like, ha, 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 I'm too much in my head. And then I'll go in the back and I'm like, dang. So the fact that I brought that, the fact that I even said, ha, 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 or no, the fact that I even said, oh, I did this because it is, you know, now I'm thinking that she's thinking that I'm thinking all the time what she be thinking about me. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm thinking that she is thinking that I'm thinking that she's thinking about what I just did. Do you know? Does that make sense? I can't simplify that anymore. I just can't. It's really hard living like that. Just always wondering, you know, being timid and trying not to like say things, do things to make myself appear weird, because I do be doing some weird stuff. Like there's some stuff I don't care, but then at the end of the day, like I go back and I'm like, yo, I did that, I did that, I did that. Why did I do that? Now people think I'm like insane, but it's not even the case, you know. It's just this big huge lie. I think anxiety is a lie. It's a lie of, oh, you weird as a mug, and you might be weird, but it's not that weird like I don't want to talk to you, because you know people do actually talk to me, they confide in me, whatever. And so, you know, if I was really weird, they wouldn't be doing that, right? I don't know. I get anxiety when I'm under pressure. You say, you know, if I'm working and there's a rush, and you know, there's a joke, somebody might play around with me, but like it's under pressure. I can't joke like that, because like in a mean way, I can't do that, because you know, I'm just freaking out, you know. Like, don't make fun of me, don't plainly make fun of me while there's a rush, because I'm stressed out. Like I just can't deal with that, you know. And that's part of my anxiety. I think that's normal, right? I don't know. This anxiety, I don't feel like confronting anyone because I'm afraid of confrontation. I just hate confrontation. You know, with my anxiety, if you and I, whoever had a weird encounter, or if something happened or whatever, and I haven't seen you in a long time after it happened, I don't know what to say. I'm anxious. I'm not trying to say nothing to you because I'm afraid of where the conversation gonna go. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to bring up the argument, the disagreement, the whatever happened. I'm not trying to bring that up. And I know that it sucks because I have a natural mean mug. Like I have a RBF, and when I don't talk to you, it's not that like I'm ignoring you. I'm way too anxious to say anything. I'm way too anxious to acknowledge your presence. I am not trying to say anything, because if I do, I'm going to stutter. So, but that's my anxiety. And how do I deal with it? I just live life. I don't try to fix it. I mean, literally until yesterday, I am trying to fix it because I'm tired of living like. Me and my friend, I love you, Dickinson. We started a Bible plan. It has to do with anxiety, so maybe I'll be making a new video on how I've been overcoming it. Okay. Another reason anxiety is kind of like a lie is because like it's weird. Like the anxiety that I struggle with is weird because I'm not comfortable in my skin, but then I am at the same time. Like I'm comfortable, like I'm thinking way back in the day before all this COVID, I was like hanging out with this one girl making drinks. She is so just confident and like cute, and she don't care, you know, about about the customers like listening to her sing or dance, and she don't care about that. And I'm just like, yeah, and when I was with her, I'll be doing the same thing, and when she wasn't there, I wasn't doing it. So be like, hey girl, let's dance, and I'll be dancing with her, but when she leave, I'll be quiet again. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how but that like if my song comes on like at work, summer in November, yeah, I will be cranking. I don't know, I've become comfortable with the people I work with to do that. But then like at the same time, there are other things that I be doing that's like over the top that I'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Because like I said in my other video about why I have no friends, about that little story, if you haven't watched it, go watch. I'm gonna leave it in the cards. There was this little thing that happened where my friend said they didn't want to be my friend no more. I came back from the media center with a note on my desk saying we can't take it anymore. I guess it was over the top, and I don't know. I mean, I'm still like that. So that's just my anxiety right now. So thanks again for watching. Not in any way like trying to be cute about it, like saying that anxiety is like okay. It's not okay. We can all overcome this. Anxiety is a lie from the devil himself, because anxiety, all it does is just keep you from being who you are, and who you are is awesome. And wow, that felt good. Anxiety is a lie to keep you from being who you are. And if you would just be who you are and blossom, even though your boo don't smell like this, you won't even have anxiety anymore, and you will find people who like you for you, and your anxiety will go away. Because you know, it also, sometimes anxiety also feels like you have to be something that you're not, so that, you know, someone doesn't see that side of you. I feel like that's kind of the core of what anxiety is for me anyway. It's like, I'm too afraid for you to see how I really am. Not that I'm like this evil, vindictive, or vengeful person or whatever, but like, I'm just really goofy. And I'm like, I don't think you can handle this sometimes, so I gotta hold back. And then sometimes I feel like I can do certain things and then I regret it. But it's not just the goofiness either, it's also like me being sensitive and stuff. But it feels like I kind of have to be like 3 or 4 steps down from what I really am sometimes, because you're gonna judge my hyperness, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So I just be somebody else. I be a calmer me. But that's just my anxiety. And of course, meeting someone new, you're not gonna just give it all out. Give it all to me. That's not gonna happen. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a rose up. Comment some roses in the description. I mean, in the comments. And tell me what you would like to see next. If you want a more in-depth video of anxiety, or how to deal with it. If you think I should make a video about dealing with it, or maybe I can share my Bible plan with you guys, that'd be fun. But if you don't want to see that, and you don't see it in the comments, then I won't share it.